Have you ever had a grill that became warped or corroded after years of intense heat? And even though it was just a little piece that broke or came unhinged, you had to end up replacing the entire thing? Well, as a farmer, I run into minor breaks and defects in structural integrity on farm equipment all of the time. And learning about welding has equipped me with the ability to fix these problems myself rather than hiring a professional to come out and do it. Now, before I start welding, I need personal protective equipment, or PPE. These include gloves, a helmet to shield your eyes and face, and jacket or sleeves so that you don't have things like little burn marks. And before you start welding, you need to understand what you are welding. If it's a thick piece of steel, I would recommend stick welding. If it is a thin piece of steel, I would use MIG welding, which is short for metal inert gas, and is much more precise than stick welding. And if it's aluminum that you want to weld, you need to use TIG welding, which is short for tungsten inert gas. And now that you have the right equipment, you need to decide your approach and pattern of weld. There are a few that I know, and this depends on the thickness of metal and the type of bond, the strength of the bond you want on that. There is a bead, which is a single line that you would run. There is nickeling, which is holding it down to make a little molten circle, pulling it off and making another circle a little further up so it leaves little rings or nickel shapes. And there's weaving, which is connecting two pieces of metal until it's all filled in. Now, on my demonstration piece, I used a bead and weaving. This started out as two pieces in the shape of a V in between, and I ran a bead and I filled in until it was all full and one solid piece that, to prove it was structurally sound, you do a bend test on it. And we bent this piece, and you can't even tell where one metal stops and another metal starts. If there were defects, you'd see little holes and little pieces that cause problems. Now, welding is considered a very tough and laborious job with a lot of intense heat, but it can also be considered an art form. Your imagination connects the link between broken equipment and metal pieces into functional equipment and a visually pleasant piece of art. I hope to keep honing my skills in on welding and become a very proficient welder in the future. Thank you.